Off again on another culinary adventure. This time, my never-ending quest for new flavors and ingredients has me traveling from the Hudson Valley, New York, to Camino, Portugal. This picturesque medieval village, located on Portugal's northwest coast, bordering Spain on the Minho River, offers more than its fair share of history, markets, and local ingredients for me to explore. Here only for a short time, I'll be digging in to get the most of what I can from this trip, to bring back with me to my table here in New York. Spending the afternoon sampling wines from the Douro region, and after some much needed local fare, it's back to Camino for an early morning date with the Atlantic coastline. Morning comes quickly after a day on the town in Porto, and yes, after a little bit of wine, but I'm in Portugal. What else am I supposed to do? It's low tide and starting the day harvesting mussels yields a new, almost alien ingredient. It's truly exciting to see and taste the diversity of the land and sea here. As the tide comes in, I move inland and look further to capture as much as I can in both flavor and experience before heading back to my table here in New York. Located just a few minutes walk from Camino's town center is Amandio's restaurant. Named after the owner, who's a little bit of a character, I might add, he and his wife enthusiastically serve up a multi-course, locally sourced meal, each paired with fantastic wines from the region. Plate after plate, they actually don't stop coming until you tell Amandio there's no room left. He guides you through the ingredients, their provenance, and you can tell that there's nothing more that this playful restaurant owner would be doing with his time. Enough courses have come and gone here at Amandio's. A little bit of coffee, a little bit of aguardiente, just as a little digestive, and it's back on the road to see where else I could explore. Walking the streets of Camino, I come across a tapas and gin bar offering a casual, relaxing experience featuring over 100 gins. Sourcing both local and global gins, three owners and friends, Tiago, Pedro, and Andre, serve up one great gin and tonic. I'm very happy to say I discovered a new favorite, Nord's Atlantic Galician Gin. Botanical with hints of lemon and eucalyptus, this gin is distilled with an Albarino grape-based spirit rather than a typical grain base. Bold but refreshing, I sat back and enjoyed my conversation with my company. And of course, some local octopus and potato croquettes were a perfect accompaniment for this great evening. I'll be looking for a bottle of this gin to take back with me for sure.
But usually the ones that are used to make the port are usually older.
Okay.
So you get older vineyards.
Sweeter.
Yeah, well, it depends. Depends on the altitude of the vineyard.
Okay.
You know, because the higher they get, the more sugary they get, the less sugar they have. So the lower towards the river or the warmth, the more sugar they have.
And are you picking the grapes later in the season?
We always pick early.
Early?
We always pick earlier than everyone else.
And why?
Because we don't like them too matured.
Okay.
We don't like them too alcoholic. Especially
There's
for
way
the
more
wines.
sugar in it?
Yeah, if you mature the grapes long enough,
Yeah.
you know, you have too much juice in it, and you know it's going to be too sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, the texture of that would be good. Yeah, this is, it's caramelly, it's got a little bit of, it has that apricot, but almost like a pear. It's like
I think
a
it's
ripe
like
pear.
it's jammy.
Yeah, exactly.
Vintage 2005, bottled in 2007. This is legal terms, of course. The vintage can only be for 2 years in a barrel. And then it's bottled, and it ages, stays the rest of its life in the bottle. Once you open it, we need to drink it fast,
Yeah.
okay? Not fast, but it needs to be gone today, okay?
Deal.
It's true. You have to drink it in maximum of 48 hours.
Wow.
So, because it has a meaning, because it's been inside the bottle since 2007.
Right.
So once the air goes in, it starts to change the wine immediately.
Yeah. The
So it
oxidation.
starts to become vinegar, it starts to oxidate, and it's not the good sort of oxidation.
No,
like,
it doesn't soften it.
exactly, it's not like the tonic. It's good.
Salute.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
It's good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like very deep, like blackberry, something like that, like a currant almost.
Starts to lose sweetness, which is something I really like.
But it's soft too. It's very like velvety. It's,
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
smooth out.
yeah. It has that flavor profile, but it's great. So, what's the filtration process typically? Is it
Whatever you want.
yeah.
You can
You know, some French wines use egg whites. Other places use
clay.
you use clay. They use mesh, wired mesh, steel mesh to push it through. So
We use wire mesh, but well, for the ports, I don't know how to explain it, but especially for the tawnies are filtered with mesh, I believe.
okay.
The rubies are filtered with mesh in the beginning, but then our late bottle vintage is unfiltered, for example. That's something you can say to your clients
That'd
in
be
the restaurant.
it's perfect.
Because
We have
our LBV is unfiltered, and you
the
have
LBV.
Not that many producers that do unfiltered LBVs.
We have a lot
4 or
of our
5.
clients request like vegan, vegetarian wines. Believe it or not, they're concerned about the eggs being things like that. So that's perfect for me.